Welcome to Planning for Retirement with Scott Nelson. Plan well, retire happy.
Okay, everyone, we're here for another episode of Planning for Retirement, the podcast that helps you on that road to retirement. We're excited today to have Laurie Mattinson of Skyhawk Travel. She is a professional travel agent. One of the things we find as we interview retirees and prepare their plans and ask about what do you want to do, what's retirement look like, I would say 90% of the time it includes travel. So we've invited Laurie here today to give us some tips, ideas, pointers, tricks, stuff as a travel agent and much more experience at traveling than I have. So Laurie, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? We've got Laurie's name and contact information in the show notes, but go ahead and tell us all about you and Skyhawk Travel.
Yeah, I've been a travel agent for 10 years now. I just had my 10th anniversary earlier this month. I love to travel. I also love to spend time with other people and learn from other cultures. And I found that there are a lot of people out there who love to go and see new things and learn about other places. And so, being a travel agent is like the greatest job. People always want to talk about travel. So, it's been really fun.
Awesome. So as we talk to folks about travel, tell us the value you bring to the equation when someone's planning a trip.
There are a lot of travel opportunities. There are so many different ways to travel and different itineraries that you can do. So a lot of times people come to me because they're completely overwhelmed. Even just yesterday, I had a lady reach out to me and she's like, we would love to go to an all-inclusive, but I just typed in one all-inclusive on Google and it just blasted me with information. So she reached out to me, which was a great idea because I have been to many all-inclusives and there's different personalities in different areas. So we had a conversation and I was able to help her find one that would work for her and her husband and the kind of things that they like to do on vacations. So that's one thing that a travel agent can help you because that's what I do. I've studied quite a bit. Plus, I have a lot of friends in the industry, so if I don't have the answer, I know somebody who does. So one of the biggest perks to using a travel agent is that if something goes wrong on your vacation, you have a mediator. You have someone to go to help you navigate how to get out of the situation. I think that's probably the best thing about using a travel agent.
Yeah, I can think of some experiences we've had on recent trips, and Julie loves to be really frugal. And so can we find a deal? So she found a deal. Sam's Club had some kind of discount for rental cars. And this happened twice. And okay, great. We go through Sam's Club and their discount only to arrive at our destination. And there's no car for us.
Oh, no.
We could wait. In Orlando, would they tell us it was 3 or 4 hours?
It was a very long time because everybody had the same discount and they went to the same place. And so I think our rental was the only line. No other rentals had anybody there. But I think some people from the line ended up going just because they're like, we cannot wait 4 hours.
Well, right. 4 hours of vacation time is a lot more than just regular lifetime.
Yeah,
like,
no,
really.
I can
4 hours
top
of
that.
vacation. Yeah.
We went to Hawaii and we're told it would be 7 hours and maybe we should go somewhere else. But we'd prepaid, so then we're paying again. You know, just some of the things because we don't do this all the time. We had no idea, and so I think if we'd had somebody like you, we could just say...
Yeah, so you would have reached out to me and I would have said, hey, get an Uber, go to your hotel, I will work this out and I'll call you when it's ready.
Yeah.
That would have been a lot better.
A travel agent.
Amen.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's better. So what are some destinations that you're helping retirees or near retirees, empty nester folks go to? What are some trends?
How about from this area right now, we got some big flakes coming down.
Right, the big cotton ball looking flakes today.
A lot of retirees are looking for a warm place right now to go visit.
Well, Hawaii is super popular. A lot of nice things about Hawaii and the retirees is that it's still in the United States. And there's a lot of people that feel nervous about going to other countries. So yeah, I've been sending a lot of people to Hawaii. lately. Of course, it's Hawaii. It's great. Europe is also super popular with the baby boomers and the Gen Xers right now.
What particular spots in Europe? I mean, that's a big place.
Europe is a big place, right. River cruising, for sure. Germany and Austria. France is very popular.
I know you had mentioned that some people get nervous about traveling outside of the States. Are there other common misconceptions about traveling that you can maybe put people's minds at ease if they are deciding to travel?
Yeah, I would say that it's not nearly as scary as you might imagine it to be. I think what is the most scary in life in general is the unknown. So what you don't know or understand is where fear comes in. See, there's another reason to go with a travel agent. We will not book you a hotel in a red light district. We will make sure that you are safe and that you have people picking you up at the airport and taking you where you need to go, and everything is safe. It really is. My husband and I, we absolutely love Mexico. It's one of our favorite destinations. But sometimes Mexico gets a bad rap. People feel like it's not safe there. If you just go with a travel agent and you stay with the people who pick you up and take you to your resort and then hang out at the resort and there's tons of food and things to do, it's a really great experience. I have an adventurous spirit, so it's hard for me to relate with those people who worry a lot. But I'm there for them. I try and coach them through whatever fears they might have about going out of the country, and it could be just such a great experience.
I did notice when we went to Florida how much better it is traveling with technology now. And I mean, we went to the parks there, but everything was done on your phone. Do you think that more baby boomers in that generation, do you think that they know how accessible it is?
I know I don't.
Is that something that you talk to them about?
Yes, that is something I do spend a lot of time coaching. Like last week I had a couple that went to Hawaii, but I had to talk them through downloading the Delta app so that they could get through security at the airport.
Right.
But I mean, they don't have experience with that. They didn't grow up with that. And I mean, they don't fly that much either. So yeah, I was happy to help them figure that out and navigate the whole airport security system.
Yeah. And I wonder if some of the retirees, some of our clients that we work with, if they haven't traveled very much, and if you were to walk them through that process, I think it would make it a lot more enjoyable for them once they kind of get the hang of it and see how much easier it is than having to print off all these papers and take them with you, and everything is just on your phone.
Right, including your travel agent. I mean, you could put me on speed dial and I could help them with anything.
Yes.
Cool. So other trends. So Hawaii, Europe, Mexico.
Well, all-inclusives are popular, of course. There's so many things. Japan is on the rise for sure. Asia in general is kind of an uptick right now, but Japan is becoming very popular.
How about benefits to guided tours versus independent travel?
Well, it kind of comes down to the fear thing again. If you're more adventurous and you want to just go and wing it, there's something to be said for that. Usually those people are 20-somethings, a little younger. But guided travel, see, I am a big believer in tour groups because you will get so much more for your money. It does cost a little bit more, but you will get a lot more information. You will get a much better experience in the country. You'll make a ton of new friends. It's just a great experience all around.
That is true because you go with a group and they might be there the same time that you are. So then you can just meet up with them for
But I mean, the tours, they do some things together, but they also have a lot of free time mixed in with it. So I don't want people to feel like if they sign up for a guided tour that they're locked into something because everybody is different. Everyone wants different excursions and different experiences. So they do offer a lot of free time also in addition to the guided tour.
Well, and sometimes those allow you to have access to things that you wouldn't be able to get individually.
Yep, exactly. The Vatican is a big one on that one.
There you go. So Rome, if you got Rome on your agenda, there's a thought.
Right.
So since I'm a financial guy, if I'm going to help guide my clients and help them plan properly, is there an average or a range for a cost for somebody going either on a guided tour or to an all-inclusive, or is it just too big
that's a really hard question.
Two?
Right. Well, I mean, it depends on the destination, how long you're gone for. And the itinerary in general, that's a really hard question. Time of year, I will say if school is out, prices are a lot higher. So during the summer and Christmas break, spring break, those are all, September is a really great time to go. January and February is a great time to go anywhere because school is in.
Especially if it's snowing here and there's a beach there.
Yep. So
I didn't get that answer. I didn't think I would. I was just seeing.
There's too many variables.
Yeah, for sure. No, as people plan for retirement, though, I think you'd be a great resource to talk to if they have bucket list destinations that they want to catch.
Yeah, right.
Then you could call and give them some ideas so we have the ability to plan for the financial side of it.
Absolutely. And usually tour companies and like cruises and all those are at least 2 years out.
To book. So you really have to plan. You can't just all of a sudden say, I'm free this weekend. Let's go.
No, you can definitely do that too. I'm just saying if it's like a big ticket item, you might want to plan 2 years out and then work financially towards it.
I was going to say that might actually work better.
Yeah.
Start saving.
We're getting there. That hasn't been our style, but we're starting to get to that. It's better if you can plan. All right. What are the things you think we should know?
I wasn't ready for that question. Travel insurance is a big deal. Okay, if you can afford to flush that money down the drain, then maybe travel insurance is fine. You don't need to. But I mean, it's just so affordable. Why wouldn't you? I mean, who predicted COVID? Who predicted that one day the entire world would be shut down? Mm-hmm. Nobody's. Or the fires in Maui. Who would have predicted that you would be trapped on an island that's on fire? There's just so many unknowns out there. I can't push travel insurance. It's very affordable. Travel insurance is not very much money.
Just be smart.
And it's hard to buy insurance because it sometimes feels like it's just a gamble. You're just rolling the dice on if something bad happens. But usually it's just better to be safe than sorry for sure.
Yeah. No, we preach that a lot, as you know. It's shifting that financial risk to a big company that can afford it for a small fraction of what it would cost you if you didn't have it.
Right.
So,
do you have any memorable stories or anecdotes from assisting a couple maybe that has maybe a retiree or somebody who you've helped?
What comes to mind right away, my dad lived in New Zealand 60 years ago and has always wanted to go back, so we put together a trip. And 2 weeks before we went, my mom fell and broke her hip.
Oh, no.
But she was determined to go. And so we had wheelchair, walkers, we had all kinds of stuff to help her. And that actually turned out to be a good experience. But we got to the front of every single line at the airport, and every event we went to, we were at the front of every line, which was kind of nice. But people are so understanding in the travel industry for people like that, especially older people. My parents are pushing 90, so that was really fun. Last week, like I was telling you, I had an older couple in Hawaii, and they had problems with their rental car they called me about, and I was able to help them through that. And then they also really wanted to go on a small hike to a waterfall, and I was able to find something that worked for them. It was raining on that day, but she said it was still an easy enough hike, that it was good. So I don't know, I just love helping people in that way.
That's great.
Now we have clients that are widowed or single, women in particular that maybe would love to travel but are somewhat reluctant to try to do it on their own. What suggestions do you have there?
Well, I just barely started up a group for women who want to travel. It seems to be that women are more into traveling than men. Not across the board 100%, but I have found that there are quite a few women who travel. And so I have this new Facebook group called Ladies Trips Haseya, Haseya. Haseya is a Native American word that means to rise up or to reach to your full potential. And it was a song I heard, and I just fell in love with the lyrics and the meaning. And so that's kind of the base of the Ladies Trips group. This year we have one trip going to Waikiki, and a second trip that is a cruise from New York City to Bermuda and back, with an optional couple of days in New York City that you can add on if you'd like. Eventually, I would like to get a third group that is based around a set of books called The Seven Sisters by Lucinda. I'm blanking out on her last name. It's just about 6 sisters, who are all adopted from different parts of the world. And so each year we'll take a trip to the destination of where the sister's from. Book 1 is about Maya, who is from Rio de Janeiro. And it's kind of a historical fiction too, because it talks about the building of the Christus in Rio, and it's very fascinating. So that's the women's group. I also have a snorkel group that I put together because my husband loves to snorkel. And we love to go with people. So once a year, we go on a snorkel trip. This year, we're going to Belize in June.
How fun.
Belize is on the Caribbean side of Central America, and just off the coast, a short ways, is the second largest barrier reef. The Belize trip is not a cheap trip. It has bells and whistles and all kinds of luxury items. It's very mountainous and picturesque, and we'll stay in the country for a couple of days and then fly out to Ambergris Cay, where we'll stay at a different resort. It's an all-inclusive, so it has food and drinks and snorkeling and just a really great pampering time for those who like to snorkel.
Can I ask about your women's group? Is it all ages?
Yes, absolutely, all ages. I haven't had any young ones sign up, like I don't know, like an 8-year-old or something.
Oh. I was going to say, I want to sign up for that.
But I don't think that would be a problem. I mean, if somebody wanted to, I would let them. But if it got to be a problem, then down the road, I might change that. But right now, there's no restrictions.
That's
to be
fun.
Female.
That's kind of fun, so that you're reading through a book series and then you're going to the actual locations that are the setting for the story.
Right. There's that. And then also in the women's group, I wanted a way for people to identify each other in the group. So everyone gets a matching necklace to identify them with, because I didn't want bulky name tags or any weird things going on. And a necklace that you can wear that is simple, but you can identify each other and know you're in the group and get to know people.
I love that. That is fun.
I think you've got a winning idea there. Yeah. Awesome. Well, we sure appreciate your time here. Any parting comments, requests, wishes,
No.
words of wisdom?
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it, Scott.
I appreciate
We've
you
been
carving
good
out the
friends
time.
for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years now. And
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I can find many folks that would give you rave reviews for the work you've done for them on their trips.
thank you.
And we appreciate you taking the time. But for people planning for retirement and they're saying travel, I think it would definitely be a benefit to them to reach out to you and kind of talk through what it is they'd like to do, make sure it's actually workable, get a price tag to put with it so that we can plan properly, make sure it's all good.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. And if you have travel ideas or plans, give Laurie a call. We'll have her phone number and website in the show notes. Check out her Facebook pages, right? Because now there are multiple.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. If you found this information useful, please share it. If there is something you hear that raises a question, you can sign up for our free consultation as well as sign up for our free newsletter. Visit AskScottNelson.com to sign up. Thanks for listening. Remember, if you plan well, you can retire happy.
The information provided is for educational purposes only and is not intended as investment advice for anyone. All information discussed is believed to be from reliable sources. However, we make no representation as to its completeness or accuracy. The views presented today are those of SLN Financial Incorporated and do not necessarily represent the views of Alpha Star Capital Management, LLC. The opinions expressed are subject to change without notice and do not constitute financial, legal, or tax advice. Please consult your financial professional before executing any financial strategy. Investment advisory and financial planning services are offered through Alpha Star Capital Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Alpha Star and SLN Financial Incorporated are independent entities.